So today is cruise day, and I will be spending 72 hours on board the cheapest cruise I could find in the United States last minute, which was the MSC Divina. Now, this ship has been operating since 2012. However, back when it was getting constructed and built in France, it was originally supposed to be named the MSC Fantastica. However, that name was then thrown into Davy Jones's locker and switched to the MSC Divina. This ship is part of the Fantasia class, costs $550 million to build, has 18 total decks or floors, 13 passenger decks, holds 3,500 passengers at full capacity, 1,400 crew, and well, from what I hear, it's an interesting ship. Now, I've already been dropped off here at the terminal, and I did arrive in style. A Rolls Royce. How cool of an experience. That was courtesy of our amazing travel agent sponsor, Lux Rally. If you want your cruise booked and have the best vacation without any problem whatsoever, make sure you check them out. Link in the description box below. I've also already dropped off all of my luggage. Word of advice to all of you fine folk, make sure you tip those longshoremen. They work long and hard. Pause, full stop. All I'm saying is the last thing you want is for your luggage to be mistakenly put on the wrong ship or near the wrong cabin. Now, we are going to get ready to head into the terminal here. My check-in time was originally 1:30 p.m. However, it's 11 a.m. now. I'm gonna see if I can sneak on just an hour or two early. It should be able to work out. Don't be like me, I'm a crazy person, or you could try it and see if it works out. And then we'll do a little quick walkthrough of the terminal. Once we get on board the ship, I'll show you all the pretty stuff, including my $250 cabin stateroom, or for you normies out there that don't got your sea legs, my room. Full transparency, a $250 price is bare bones. You just get on the cruise and that's it. I have yet to buy my drink package or my Wi-Fi, that of which I'm going to check out the price and purchase it on board. And here we are, passport ready. Now, this terminal here, AA, is state of the art. It's very technologically advanced. And I was just on a cruise a couple days ago on board another MSC ship, the MSC Seascape. Seamless process. The ship was full, but when I got in the terminal, there was nobody around. This is how efficient they are. They have all the things that you would need. Quick security, facial recognition, and everything else. Just realized I messed up that word. Facial recognition. And just like that, I'm officially checked in and through security. It was a breeze. Keep in mind that cruise ship security isn't typically like TSA, where you gotta take your shoes off and your clothes off and everything else in between. They might have you take your hat off if you are wearing one, but that is it. Now, I will say, for this cruise, I have been extremely irresponsible. I didn't check in time. Normally, you're supposed to check in online 48 hours prior to your cruise, and well, because I didn't do that, for a while, I didn't know what room I was staying in. I didn't know my boarding time, none of that information, but it all worked out. I found my room number, and they also gave me a boarding pass, a little slip of paper that's going to get me right on through without having to show any other additional documentation until I'm on board. Well, this is new. Boarding card 13. So usually when I come here, it's not that busy in here, and it's still not at the moment, as you can see. But I guess if it's maybe a smaller ship or maybe a full packed ship, then they do have to go through this precaution, or maybe during early boarding times. Okay, so it worked out. I actually got to be expedited on board and cut the line. Why? Because I had a friend of mine that I used to work with when I worked for Norwegian Cruise Line, and then I met him again earlier this year on board Explorer. That's MSC's luxury line. So, well, it's a nice privilege. I'm thankful for it. Here we go. I'm so excited. I actually haven't been on an older MSC ship before. I think the only other one would have been Opera over in Europe a couple years ago. Definitely a different experience. And ladies and gentlemen, we are officially on board the MSC Divina. Let's see where to first. Hello. Oh, I'll be honest, I like how all of this looks. Very, very cool. Now, we will come back here and explore, but I'm going to check into my muster station first. I need to go to H, and I also need to buy my drink packages and Wi-Fi and all that other stuff. And up the crystal stairs we go. I feel like a Disney princess. I asked one of the crew, a very nice lady, where I'm going. So this is G. I need to go to the opposite side to get to H. Well, she lied to me. Never mind, looks like she was telling the truth. It was on the opposite side, just a little bit more back. But look at these paintings and look at this ship so far. First impressions, I haven't really done a walkthrough because I just got on board, but this is gonna be different.
Now you'll have to go to your room.
Yep, watch the video.
Watch the video, save the video. After you finish it, dial 881.
Okay. Well, now that I'm officially checked in at my muster or assembly station, I think I'm gonna go see my room, drop my bag off. I'll give you guys a nice little brisk tour of the stateroom, and then we'll explore the ship and see what the MSC Divina has to offer. Also, at some point, I still have to purchase my Wi-Fi as well as my drink package, because we're on a cruise. Gotta drink a little bit, just a little. Okay, we need to go up. Oh, perfect. There's already an elevator ready. Nice, nice, nice. Looks like I need to go to 10. Wait, look, I just ran into some subscribers. First of all, I appreciate you guys. But look, so check out the hat. Nice hat, by the way. But in all honesty, one of us is going to have to change. Okay, let's see if we are lost. We're here. We need to go. Oh, not far at all. My cabin should be, voila, right here. Deck 10, 216, and here is my room key. Moment of truth. Ladies and gentlemen, here is my 200 square foot Fantastica balcony stateroom. So I gotta be honest with you, at first glance, I actually like this cabin better than my previous cabin a couple days ago on a newer ship that was built in 2022. And no, it's not because it was just a porthole view as opposed to a balcony. So we'll try to do this all in one take. I'll probably do a dedicated video anyway, but from the front to the back, you have your key card. And do keep in mind, for these on MSC cruise ships, you cannot slide a credit card in there. I wish, so that I could have, you know, this card whenever I need it available to me, but hey, it is what it is. Now this is the master light switch to turn everything on and off. Over here directly behind me, you have closet space, which I would say it's functional, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing too crazy, and I do believe there's maybe like 2 or maybe even 3 people in here. You have to safe here. There is plenty of room. Now as we turn around here, you have the thermostat, and then of course we have the bathroom. The porcelain throne, and it looks reasonably sized. I think it was actually bigger than my last stateroom in my other cabin. I failed at my one take, but I did have to fix the door here. I'm not sure if this thing is broken or what, but at least it could be worse. It's not curtains. I hate shower curtains. It's a weird thing going on there. But it does look reasonably sized. I would imagine many people would have no problem fitting in here. Myself, I'm just a little chocolate man, 5', 6.5". But if someone's a little bit more fluffier, I don't think there would be a problem whatsoever. Let's go ahead and head out. Now, over here, you do have a nice king-size bed. It's the same as the ones that are on the other MSC ships. Not too firm, not too soft. I don't know what your personal preference is, but hey, it works out. You got a night light over here, or a lamp, and then you have the nightstand. You have a switch that turns off this lighting, I'm assuming, and hopefully the master light. I'll check it later. And then you have this, well, reasonably placed mirror attached with the headboard. I like the coloring here, but I guess it could work out. You back up and get a picture of yourself or whatever it is you come up with your amazing imagination. You got the other nightstand over here, the lamp here, the phone that's awkwardly placed. I'm assuming it goes right over here. Maybe that's where it belongs. I guess I'll see if the cord will wrap around over there. But you got a table here. You do have a couch that does form out and pull out into a bed. So if you're staying here with your children, or there's 4 people in here instead of 2, or you're having an argument with your wife, well, here you go. Over here you have the desk, and I'm going to assume the hair dryer is in here somewhere. Yep. Ta-da. As always, here you have 2 European outlets. Remember, this ship is European. It was originally over in Europe. You got 2 American outlets. You have a light switch for the mirror. I guess it has like a vanity feature here. You have your TV. I'm not sure if it swivels or not. It absolutely does. Good job, MSC. And the mini bar, which, it's unlocked. Now, is there anything in here? Oh, yeah. Now, however, I would not recommend anybody touch that stuff unless you're willing to spend a whopping $1 million. And then finally, of course, we will check out the balcony. Now, do keep in mind, you don't have to keep this balcony open. You can lock it, and if you want some pitch black or darkness, you can pull these curtains here. Now, I do really like this balcony. This is a reasonable size. I don't know what happened here. I'm just going to assume that for my birthday, MSC decided to give me a larger balcony. My birthday is in 2 days. I'm so excited. And of course, it is fitting because we have this beautiful MSC logo, and I'm going to imagine that with this angle and with how everything is, the ocean views are going to be absolutely breathtaking. This is a 72-hour sailing, which I'm really excited for. We're just going over to the Bahamas, specifically everybody's favorite destination, Nassau. I'm not going to lie, I really don't like Nassau. I went there 27 times last year, and well, we're racking up the numbers as we speak. But nevertheless, we got a sea day, so I am really excited. As far as the pricing, I did pay $250 with the port fees and taxes for this specific cruise. I do, of course, still have to purchase my drink package. I will take care of that in about an hour or so. I did already purchase the Wi-Fi, however. It does range for the standard Wi-Fi. There's different options depending on how many devices you want to use, 1, 2, 3, or 4, usually around $20 to $30. However, if you want the premium for the entire cruise, I believe it was around $30, $34, something like that. But either way, I would say overall, it is not a bad deal at all. Okay, party people, let's head out and see what this beautiful cruise ship, the MSC Divina, has to offer. So So first things first, I have to meet up with some friends that are on board. They were on the previous cruise with me, and then we'll get some food briefly. After that, I need to go change because Florida's been really weird. It's kind of breezy and honestly a little cool in the morning, so I'm gonna put on something that's a little bit more Caribbean or cruise-like. So we have arrived at the buffet. Nice. I think it's called Camelot here, not the Marketplace buffet. Not bad, not bad. Simple, functional. Honestly, an older ship, I don't think there's going to be a ton of variety, but it will do the job. By the way, I'm not going to show you guys everything. As most of you know, I do have my main channel, The Ship Life. I will be doing a full-fledged review showcasing pretty much every square inch of the ship and offering my critiques and the things I loved, all that jazz. So make sure you subscribe. I'll put it in the link in the description box below and pinned in the comments. Pizza is just as good as here. Ooh, my personal favorite. MSC pizza is typically #1. Okay, so first of all, that pizza was absolutely magical. I think it's because this ship actually just got in from Europe. So I'm on the first sailing since it's repositioning from the Mediterranean. And number 2, I did look into the drink package, and yeah, it worked out. So the drink package is $95 a day, and they only have one tier for the alcoholic beverage, which is a premium package. Other cruise lines usually offer like a standard drinking package, and then they have the premium as high as you can go, but they have that one, and then they have a non-alcoholic drinking package for $35 per day. Well, it looks like we have a little conundrum. I was going to wear this outfit. I call it the Florida man. However, I forgot to wear my flip-flops, and I can't wear this outfit with these shoes because they don't match because they're bright orange. And then I went outside my door to see if my bag had showed up. Let's see, maybe there's a miracle now. Nope. See? I don't know why I wore this vest in the first place. It was a little windy earlier here in Miami. I don't know if this is some type of squirrel or raccoon, but nevertheless, it's all good. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of looking around and get some first impressions of the MSC Divina. So we're just gonna do a little walk around and get a lay of the land. I just decided to come up here to the top deck, back of the ship, or aft if you know the ship turns. However, I do want to stress to you guys that this is not going to be a full ship tour. That'll take way too long. However, you guys can watch my full review when this cruise is over and get a little bit more detail and insight as to what this beautiful cruise ship, the MSC Divina, entails. So first up, we have Le Preux. I guess that's how you pronounce it. And I guess that's the name of this area where this hot tub is. It's very randomly placed, so with all this lounging area. And of course, you have the basketball court that also doubles as a football or soccer court. Or field. Apparently this is the adults only area, and I do have to admit it's nice. I had some people reach out to me when I started posting my videos on Instagram, and they said this is their favorite area. Apparently the bar over there is pretty good too, so I guess I'll be having a drink or two there throughout the cruise. You guys know what I love about these more seasoned older cruise ships? You can see where the inspiration came for the dawn of the newer, more modern ships that they have. Like, for example, I was just on the MSC Seascape 2 days ago, and they have this adults-only area. The only thing they did, well, a lot, they modernized this whole area. Right now, we're here over on deck 14, one of the upper decks. They just dropped all of it down on the Seascape and made it look all pretty and bright and shiny and new. By the way, random tip for you guys. So that there is Freedom of the Seas. It does short sailing, booze cruises, party cruises, whatever it is you want to call it. And you see that area right there, the forward part or front of the ship, that is one of the only cruise ships that you can actually, as a passenger, go over to the front. You see they got the benches and stuff over there. So if you ever wanted to do something kind of sort of like a good photo shoot or a Jack and Rose moment, that's the place to do it. Except without the ship sinking, obviously. And here we are, the pool deck. Oh wow, there is a lot going on over here. Very, very unique design. One more time for this very interesting pool area. I don't know what to think of it. I don't not hate it, and I'm not sure if I love it yet. I just got here. It's kind of first impressions. There's a lot going on. I guess they did use the real estate really well. They have all these hot tubs here and cool designs. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Or is it just kind of like, just another cruise ship? Oh, nice. They kind of got a solarium thing going on in here. To be honest with you, it is a little, not hot, but it is lukewarm in this area. But I would imagine if it's raining or if it's inclement weather, this would definitely be the place to hang out at. Very nice looking. Let's go downstairs and see what's going on. Oh, that's not good. Well, I don't know if you're superstitious or not, but apparently 13 is frowned upon, but apparently not for MSC. They don't care. They have the luck of the Italians. Oh, look, this theater is a lot larger than I thought it would be.
Hang on, what's going on here?
What is happening here?
That's, oh, there's no steps there.
They auctioning off rooms and spa treatments. Nice, nice. Ooh, I don't know why. As soon as I walked in here, the vibe in here is nice. It kind of has like a retro thing going on, but it's very stylish. MSC, why don't you have this kind of thing on your newer ships? Really, really cool. The Golden Jazz Bar. Let's see what we're working with in here. Look at this, guys. MSC. Where did your pizzazz go? Your steez? I mean, I haven't seen the entire ship already, or not yet, rather, but man, I really like the design of this ship so far. It's kind of like the older celebrity ships. I like those not more than the newer ships, but they just had some style, some coof to them. And here we are, back in the atrium from when we first arrived. I do have to admit, this area here is still nice. I do like the atrium areas on the newer ships, like the Seascape and Seashore, but this is cool. Very, very nice design. And I'm looking forward to hearing the pianist down here later. They just keep doing it. Guys, I can't exaggerate this. I'll have better footage in my review on my main channel, The Ship Life, but man, these videos don't do it justice. This is really surprising to me. I didn't think the ship was gonna look bad, but these ships are normally over in Italy, and I see why. The decor, the steez, the style, the design. We got the excursions office down here. We're getting a little bit lower to the bottom of the atrium, but where is the casino? Oh, look, we made it. Let's see what's going on here. Is it nice like the rest of the ship? Now, you guys know I don't gamble on cruise ships. I always say on ships, the house always wins. Worked on cruise ships for too long. I know way too much, but not bad. It looks pretty large and in charge. I would imagine people are going to come in here and make some money. Not bad at all. Looks like this place is probably going to be packed during this cruise for sure. So it looks like the floor here changes colors for every deck. On my deck, which is 10, it's red. Here on 5, it's blue. So it looks like this is where all the magic happens. You got a bar over here. Of course, you got the lower deck for the atrium. Still a very beautiful area. And then over there, it looks like you've got customer service. I gotta admit, at first glance, first impressions, this is definitely a pretty ship. Now, I do have to go change. Hopefully my bag is here now. And we gotta get ready for the Sailaway party. Look, that's what I'm talking about. It worked out. There is my bag. Time to get dressed. Okay, and just like that, I feel all shiny and new again. Got the Florida man on. It is now time to head to the Sailaway party.
Let me hear the strawberries! 3, 2, 1,
Now that was a lot of fun. I genuinely had a good time. Shaking a tail, feather, jucking and jiving, it was a good time. Now, I don't understand why they call it a sail away party, because as you can see, we're still in Miami. Maybe it's because they wanted to have like a, I don't know, maybe call it the pre-cruise party. They still wanted it to be daylight hours. However, I mean, still a good time. But either way, I have to go back and change and shower and get all bright and shiny and new again, and then I'll see you guys for the nightly festivities. Okay, we are ready for the night. I'm changed. We're gonna go ahead and get some food at one of the restaurants, and then after that we will check out the entertainment and nightly festivities. Here we are. We are going to be in the main dining tonight, Villa Rosa. Let's do it. It's a nice dining venue. I'm gonna get some food with some friends, guys, and I'll talk to you about it after. I'll be honest with you guys, that took a lot longer than it should have. I have been sitting in that restaurant for 2 hours, and I do know why. I'll explain in a second. But while there, I had some cuttlefish and beans, and for the appetizer, I had a shrimp cocktail. Nothing too crazy. Food was still reasonably good. I had some other items that I was getting videos of with my friends. We did some taste testings as well amongst each other. But the reason why things are so slow is because this ship just did a repositioning. It's kind of funny. I was just on board the MSC Seascape before it repositioned to Texas, and this ship just arrived from the European countries, which I will say it actually is a net positive. The pizza even tastes different here. The Coke tastes different here. Why? because it all comes from Europe. We have so much to do and not a lot of time, so we got to check out the production show, and then after that, we'll check out the rest of the nightly festivities.
Eyes on fire, the human heart are captured in the snow.
Okay, so it turns out the nightlife here honestly is not bad at all. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Of course, if you have any questions, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I will have my full review out on my main channel, The Ship Life, in a couple days after I conclude this 72-hour cruise. And well, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to book a cruise. Make sure you check us out at Lux Rally, link in the description box below and pinned in the comments. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you later. Take it easy.